All right, we're back in the Zen Zone. Oh, my boy Rick.
What's up? What's going on, everybody?
And Rick and I are both pretty athletic individuals. So today we're mostly going to be focusing on fitness, things that we had to overcome on our journey to the goals that we've reached, and things of that nature. All right, so have you always been fit?
Have I always been fit?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no. No, I haven't always been fit. No. I was never overweight. There was points of time growing up where I was chubby or whatever. But I wouldn't say fit. No, I didn't get fit until it was about college time, to be honest. Yeah, about
Were
college.
you fat before?
No, I wasn't fat. I was just had a little belly and a little butterball, love handles, a belly, yeah, stuff like that.
I get it. And what pushed you into getting into fitness?
What pushed me into getting into fitness, man? I don't know. It's something. My dad's always been into working out, right? So I've always been somewhat adjacent to it, whether it be learning from him at like young teens, so like 13, 14, or just seeing him go to the gym, seeing him do his powerlifting competitions or whatever. So, I mean, that's pretty much, that was my introduction to fitness. And then, like I said, once I got to it was about 20, 21, I started taking it more serious. I would start going to the gym by myself, like after classes and stuff like that. And then really, after graduating college, that's where it really took off.
Okay.
Yep.
I was fat as fuck.
Were you?
For a little bit, yeah.
You showed me that picture. That picture surprised me. It surprised the hell out of me, man. Yeah.
I had to get right.
Yeah. So it was never, I don't know, no one. Did you ever deal with people body shaming you or calling you fat growing up?
Yeah. But I was always in sports, so it was like the boys bullying each other.
Yeah,
I didn't really think about it too much.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, that was probably about, I never got called fat, but my friends, like, they were like, you got a gut. Or my mom would be like, you got a, she wouldn't say, she was like, you getting a little gut there, and stuff like that. So I would hear that. And then I remember specifically, it was freshman year, I want to say in Spanish class, this girl was asking every dude in the class, you got a six pack? You got a six pack? I said no, because I didn't have a six pack at the time. That's ingrained into my mind to this day. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but I don't know.
I don't think I've ever been I don't think I had a trigger when I lost my weight.
Okay.
I just started I was like at a low place in life, and I just started losing it, working out mad hard. And I was in Texas at the time, so I was wearing layers over a garbage bag, just sweating bullets every
For
day.
real? Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, okay.
But I did not do it the smart way.
You didn't do it the smart way?
No.
You did Go ahead.
I was out there eating like an apple, half a sandwich a day.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
It was
okay. Kind of starving yourself and
Definitely.
just going super hard with cardio and physical activity.
For sure.
Yeah.
Doing mad stadiums, running. That shit was...
See, I don't know. Cardio was never my thing, so...
Shit, it ain't my thing either, but it's gotta be done.
But yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. It has to be done some type of way.
Damn, hike up here almost whooped his ass.
I mean, cardio these days, Stairmaster, some snowboarding.
Oh,
that's about it for me, for real. Skateboarding, I guess, that too. Might kick push around a little bit. But as far as like running, like getting outside and running, that's dead. That's dead. It's just it's not of interest to me. It's not like people ask me, want to do a Tough Mudder, a Tough Man competition. It's like the obstacles look fun, but the running in between, nah, I'm cool with that.
Right.
So yeah, but I don't know. I when I got super into shape, did I do anything dirty to cut weight when I was I mean, I guess kind of the same thing. I starved myself like to a point where I knew I was uncomfortable, but I knew what it was doing for me, so I was just like, whatever, I just not. It was basically I didn't eat after 6 or 7 or some shit like that.
I mean, I don't do that. It's basically intermittent fasting.
Yeah, it is intermittent fasting, but for me, like how my diet was, it was just super. It was a drastic change, and I knew it took me a while to get used to it. I guess it wasn't. If you're gonna call it intermittent fasting, I don't know. To me, it felt dirty. It felt like a little cheat code because, I read and list the stuff. You taper your calories down and stuff like that, but it just cut altogether. But that's the time where I was actually running on the treadmill. I would run a mile after every workout, like just sprint a mile. And bro, that got me shredded. That was the most shredded I've been in ever in my life. Yeah, it was like, it was crazy. But yeah, I was small. So I wasn't small. I personally felt small at the time.
I feel that. Sometimes I feel huge and sometimes I feel small to this day, so I don't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I am trying to thin out, so that's the only reason why I've been running lately.
Okay.
If not, I would not be running at all.
Yeah. I feel you. I do the stairs to try to keep myself honest. Just try to keep a little bit of cardio mixed in, but it's not my favorite. You can ask the homie. He forces me every time. Like, we're at the gym, like, you know, the stairs, right? Damn, I guess if you say so, shit. Right, it's like that.
Yeah. Was there anything else kind of big other than starving yourself that you did wrong when you were beginning your journey through fitness?
I would say probably the overexerting myself, working out too much. Honestly, I felt that I needed to be in the gym 6-7 days a week, and like I felt good being in the gym 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but looking back on it, I probably, for my goals, what I wanted back then, like games and stuff, if I would have took a day break or two, probably would have been more efficient in the long run. But yeah, so
maybe.
I
feel like when you're just starting, your muscles get that shock syndrome. You know?
That's true. So
like when I first started, it was running a mile to the gym, run 2 miles when I get in there, work out for 2 hours, and then do that shit twice a day. And I had to run a mile back.
Crazy.
So I was running like 8 miles a day.
See, that's way more than me. Yeah, that's way more.
Bro, it was going crazy, but I just got into the routine, and I feel like that built up kind of the frame that I have now. So now I can kind of bullshit if I want to, because I already put in that hard work.
Okay.
You know, so I can still kind of keep my size doing minimal.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Honestly, whatever works for you too, right? Yeah. So it was when I was younger, or when I was first starting out. So that probably had a lot to do with it. I had all that extra energy. So
And plus, you're still like trying out different routines and different exercises, hitting different muscles, whatever you want to do.
Definitely.
Like sometimes you're lifting the cut, sometimes you're lifting that strong.
These days I'm more conscious of what I'm lifting for. I guess it's really just to maintain these days. I do want to grow some muscle, grow some strength still while I can. So it's slowly but surely. Yeah, it's just stay consistent. Really, that's the main goal these days.
Gotta stay consistent.
Yeah, for real.
And honestly, when it comes to being consistent, eating is the most important thing. No matter what your goal is, whether you're trying to get strong or trying to cut, eating is going to be important.
Eating is key. Yeah, people don't realize, they don't take that into accountability, or into account, I guess you could say. Like eating, like when people say they want a 6-pack, they say 6-packs are built in the gym or in the kitchen or whatever. But yeah, eating is a big part of that.
Yeah, it's true. And I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful with everything I eat, bro, because I'll put weight on my stomach immediately.
Do you? Okay. Yeah.
If I'm not eating right, if I'm not eating clean.
Yeah, I feel you.
Done.
Yeah. Same here. It'd be my stomach and back, lower back, I guess you say. Yeah.
There's nothing worse than the lower back fat, bro. That shit gets me tight. Because that shit's hard to get rid of.
Yeah, it's the hardest to get rid of. It's the hardest. Shit.
Alright, so another topic that we were thinking about going over is fitness in the social media atmosphere. What are your thoughts on that? What are some of your thoughts on
I think fitness in the social media atmosphere is never gonna go away. I think it's dope in the sense that it does motivate a lot of people. Like, I mean, I've heard countless times where that's kind of where people get their motivation to start or kind of get their ideas or workouts to do from social media. So I think it's cool in that sense. But then there's also, the flip side of it, or the toxic side, whatever you want to call it, where it's just like it's over the top, over exaggerated. People doing dangerous things, not trying to normalize, but just kind of normalizing dangerous and crazy shit. It's like, that's dope, but what benefit is it? So I don't know. At times it feels like I'm hating. I don't know, but
maybe.
But no, it's I don't know. I did my thing like when I was first started lifting. Posting my pictures on social media and stuff like that. And my friends would ask me, what's your workout, stuff like that. Just be interested in how I got to that point. So, like I said, I see the benefits of it. But then when you go on TikTok, and then there's a kid taking steroids or SARMs before his workout, and just kind of peddling that to he's a young kid at that, so peddling that to the younger audience is like, that's crazy. Like, you need to touch that stuff at all if you really don't want to.
Young bucks still got that.
You got a lot of time. Yep. You got a lot of time before you should start thinking about that. So, yeah.
Like, I'm natty, and I'd say I have a pretty decent size, pause. I'm vegan too, so and I'm able to keep the size that I'm at. So there's no excuses for using that shit unless you're trying to, be C-bump size and you just want to risk, some years off your life. Feel free, but in my unprofessional opinion, it's a dub. Not a definitely. So,
I mean, what do you think about social media and the fitness on social media and stuff like that? Because I ain't gonna say it, but yeah. What do you think about it?
I think it's more positive than negative, but some things are out of hand, like the over sexualization of it all.
Yeah, that's
extremely wild. Yeah. And then especially with younger kids, seeing it younger and younger kids.
Yeah. So it's coming commonplace, younger and younger. Yeah. People think that's what the gym is. Like, low-key, this is what I wear to the gym. This is my gym fit, and I'm covered up. Like, compared to other people, I would be wearing a lot of clothes. I would be wearing a lot of
especially the pants.
Yeah, the pants for sure. Like, I'll wear basketball shorts down. I don't wear the short shorts.
It's just everywhere in the tanks.
I don't got no tanks, no cutoffs. I got one tank, and I'll wear it maybe twice a year, maybe. I just like the t-shirt. Like, I'll wear a tight t-shirt. That's the most option.
But I be high at the gym looking at every little individual muscle and shit.
Yeah. My veins be exploding. The vasodilator or whatever. So, okay. Yeah, it's very. Yeah, the sexualization in the gym is crazy. From my time, just working out, just seeing it grow on social media and then seeing the sexualization grow with it, like, kind of rolling with the narrative of, I guess, just media and everything in general. Free the nipple movement. So.
All right. So one other thing, I know people speak about fitness as if it's easy. A plus B equals C. And it pretty much is, but it can be discouraging at the beginning. So, were there any things that you found discouraging when you were first starting to work out?
I think my most discouraging thing was probably the recovery process in the pain. Yeah, it hurt. It hurt. It did hurt. Like, I grew to like the pain and understand what it meant, and like understand that my muscles are whatever. But at first, it was just like, if it's like this every time, like I don't want to do it. But then, you know, after you get through that month of soreness or whatever, you know, having the delayed onset muscle or whatever, any type of soreness, you just get used to it. Your muscles get conditioned, and it's just like, okay, I'm chasing that pump. So I think chasing the pump really, that was something that drove me. And then really, if you're like you say, if you're consistent with it, at a young age, if you're consistent with it, you can and will see changes. So I saw changes, and I was like, oh, that's what it's about. Like, I feel like I'm now starting to understand my body and starting to understand how I respond to different, you know, activities, movements, nutrition, all that type of stuff. So it was super interesting.
I'd say when it came to my process, it was kind of blind. Like I was being led spiritually or something.
Were you?
Because it was just became this routine. And then when I wanted to get better at it, it was just that I was growing so quick and I was sculpting my body exactly how I wanted it to look. So I was like, I must be gifted or something. So I want to see how far I can go, how good I can look, how great it can get.
Yeah.
Now it's more of a health standpoint, but that's how it was in the beginning.
I think I'm there with you in the same sense. It's like you want to see how far you can take it. So it's like how far or how will my body respond? Like if I put this much weight on the bar, you know, how much bigger am I going to get? I don't know. Let's see what happens. And that definitely drove me. And then, you know, the people like my brother. I think it was my brother. Yeah, it's competition for sure. And I was competing with my dad, so that drove me. Grown man strength. That drove me a lot. Like when I started working out with him over the summers and stuff, I was like, oh, we lifting the same weight. Like I'm there with you right now. So like I'm there with you. Now I'm about to pass you. That's what it was about. So for real. But yeah, like you said, now it's just working out is just really from the health standpoint. I think once I graduated college and stopped being active like that, or super active, once I got that desk job, man, like I saw the potential that could happen if you just worked all day, went home, ate, slept, came back to work, just that cycle. I saw some people, like, I'm just like, I don't want to be like that. I want to keep my mobility, keep my strength, and just, you know, live a healthy lifestyle. So that office job, that's what really helped drive me to the gym too. So
yeah, it's easy to get comfortable out here in the West.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, work culture.
Work culture's crazy. Yeah, I remember,
especially in this country.
What was I working? I was working, about 10-hour days, just on average, 9-10 hours. And I would have to blow off steam somehow. So, you know, gym is where I would go straight after work.
And yeah, it's so important from a spiritual and mental standpoint too. So like, it's really not just physical. That's probably the least gratifying. The spiritual and the mental are the prime gems of working out consistently. And the body just comes because that's your flesh. As long as you're eating right, working out right, it should be right.
That's a fact. Yeah. So
I don't address the outliers. The exceptions don't make the rule. If you wanna change the way you look, if you wanna get after it, you can. There's gonna be plenty of people to support you. No matter how far someone is in the gym, they're not gonna shit on you as you're just starting. And if they do, shit on them.
That's a fact. By showing them that you got this shit and come back better than ever. But yeah, if people shitting on you for starting out, then it's fucked up. That's fine. Because everybody starts out.
That means they're worried about your potential.
That's a fact.
You'll look too good if you start working out.
Yep.
on what fitness means to me. Like it means. You want to go first?
I can go first. I don't know. In the most elementary sense, fitness to me means being active, physically active. Whether it be getting your steps in by walking, strength training, bike riding, rollerblading, just doing whatever. Just getting that heart rate up a little bit, just more than your normal daily activities. And I think that in and of itself is a step in the right direction towards fitness. And so for me personally, it's definitely staying active. Being able to do the things that I want to at will. Not having to worry about, will I be able to do this, or can my body handle something like that? So yeah, the gym is my number one fitness go-to spot. But like I said, snowboarding, skateboarding, hiking a little bit, nothing too crazy, but just getting out and moving. And eating right as well. I cheat on the weekends. I can't lie. I cheat more. I can't say I don't. I like maybe 2 to 3 meals out, or 2 to 3 days out of the week. I might cheat on a meal or something like that. I'm not perfect in the kitchen. It's just, I know how my body responds. I know what I need to do. So just kind of keeping to that routine and staying consistent.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Honestly, a cheat meal will help. Once you're already at your goals, that's like a little restart.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a little bonus.
Fitness for me holistically changed a lot. So when I think of fitness, I think of family.
Okay.
And so I need to be fit to be an example for my family in the future.
I like that.
I need to be able to teach them how to take care of themselves in a healthy way from the start. Don't leave it to them to try and find out by themselves and potentially ruin their body doing so.
Yeah.
Just like these kids that are 14 to 16 taking roids and whatnot. Like maybe if they had a mentor that could teach them, like you can grow size, it just takes time. You gotta work like this, work like that. Maybe they wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of my thoughts on fitness, just being able to guide people correctly in a healthy way.
Okay. Definitely agree with that. Like leading by example, being an example for the people in your life, whether they want to follow it or not, just being there and being a pillar or a person of a little bit of knowledge that can help them start the journey. That's dope. Yeah.
I appreciate you joining.
All right, man.
Chat,
love
bro.
it. Yeah. Thanks for inviting me out.
Thanks for being in the Zen Zone with us. Rick and I are about to smoke a bee out. Peace.